Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm back with another video. Today, we're going to be checking out an officer caught in a real-life horror movie. Let's check it out.
This
Let's
officer
check
was
it
by
out.
himself on a routine welfare check. What he didn't know is that he might be talking to a killer. Just past midnight on November 14th, 2022, a Milwaukee police officer responded to a welfare check in a residential neighborhood. The caller was concerned for their 75-year-old neighbor, who lived with 31-year-old Israel Webb II, a man who shared no familial ties. Officers were likely unaware of Israel's criminal history, which included armed robbery, carrying a concealed weapon, theft, and multiple disorderly
Armed robbery, carrying concealed weapon, theft, disorderly conduct, bro. And apparently, they have no like family relationship with the 75-year-old. So that I feel like that can be concerning, I guess. But
conduct charges. According to a community briefing, upon arrival, Israel spoke through a window and agreed to let an officer inside.
let's see how this interaction goes.
After you.
Wait, did he just let the officer in? Like, don't they need a warrant, or did the officer already have a warrant? Because they legally they can't go in unless you let them in, or if they have a warrant. If they have a warrant, it's just you. It's GG's at that point. You have to let them in.
No. You should have it out. You said you gotta make sure you got an animal or something? Yeah. Go ahead.
Here, Israel
Is that trash? Is that trash in the bin?
picks up a steel brake rotor on his way into the residence.
See the room? What, this one? Yeah. Okay. What's that for? Oh no, to block the door and swing open.
To block the doors? Why do you need to block the doors? What? That's already like suspicious. That's already being suspicious already. Like to block the doors.
See the room? What, this one? Yeah. Okay.
Like is he locking her up? Like damn.
What's that for? Oh no, to block the door and swing open. Ah, gotcha.
According to the community briefing, this is the only entrance and exit in the home. The rotor likely weighs around 20 pounds, more than enough to prevent anybody from quickly leaving or entering the room.
Nah, he's trapping her, bro. He's trapping her, bro. 20 pounds just because the door opens by itself or whatever. Like, what? And this is the only exit to the house? Shouldn't the house have like two different ways of exiting? Like the back door and the front door?
20 pounds, more than enough to prevent anybody from quickly leaving or entering the room.
You want to just back on the door for me?
Bro, that room is so packed with so many things, bro. Like I seen those videos of like people who just like collect a bunch of stuff and their whole room is like there's no room to like maneuver around because there's so many stuff. It's packed, bro.
Dorothy! Where's your bed at? There.
You can't even see the bed.
After you. You got any lights here? Yeah. You got the lights on?
As long as she paid the bill.
Oh.
If my man living rent free.
What do you mean? She's right here. Oh. She's right here? Yeah. Dorothy?
Is she dead?
Is she sleeping?
Yes.
Okay. How long has she been sleeping for?
Like since 6.
What's the bag for?
She wets the bed.
She wets the bed? Why you gotta cover it like that?
Because the rain will open the window and stuff.
Okay, you pull the cover back for me?
What the heck?
Why is she covered up like that? Her face?
She's sleeping.
She dead, bro. She is not sleeping, bro. She is dead. This is actually like a horror movie, bro. Like, what the heck?
Alright, just step back for me. Is it Dorothy?
She dead.
Miss Dorothy?
right here.
Why don't you got flowers and stuff around her like that? Okay, step back.
Oh my god. This man really whispers she's dead. Bro, no, and the thing is, the officer didn't even notice she was there as soon as he entered like this room, bro. Like that's how cause usually you don't notice if someone's there, like especially if they're sleeping, because usually people breathe. I mean, obviously everyone breathes when they sleep, and you can obviously tell when someone's sleeping. But she wasn't making any noise, bro. She's dead silent, bro. Like she's dead.
Step back.
She's dead.
Nah.
What do you mean she's dead?
She's dead. I was gonna call her relatives in the morning.
Okay. Put your hands up.
The phone's in my room.
Put your hands up.
Alright.
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. 5446. Can I get another squad to my location? I'm the supervisor. Put your hands behind your back. You don't got any weapons or anything like that. See? Turn around. Don't even look at me. Hands behind your back. You're looking at me. Don't do that. Why you look? No, you're not gonna get shot, but you looking at me like that is kind of making me nervous.
Nah, he's planning an attack, bro.
Stop looking at
No,
me.
this is why you need like an actual like backup. You need a partner to go in with you. Like you can't just go by yourself.
Don't do that. I'm telling you. Stop looking at me. You're gonna get tased. You hear me? Just letting you know. Don't do that. Alright? I got a taser right now.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
Okay.
Alright?
Please.
Alright?
In the face.
No.
Wait, why does he want to get shot? What?
Her brother.
Please just shoot me in
Call her
the
relatives.
face.
Call her relatives, please. Sad tactic.
Don't.
Please.
Make that other squad 1017, please.
Please.
Why does he want to get shot in the face? Nah, he does. He just wants to get these away, bro. Because he probably murdered her.
No. Don't move. Just don't move. Put your hands up. Because you're doing too much.
This man's definitely guilty, bro. He definitely killed her. That's why he wants to die.
No. Just don't move. On the ground. On the ground. On the ground. On your stomach. No, on your stomach.
Please shoot me.
Sir, on your stomach.
You gotta shoot me.
Okay. You're doing too much.
Okay, don't take it.
No, you're going to get to this.
Okay, I'm down.
Put your hands behind your back. Now. Hands behind your back. Behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Is that a weapon? What is it?
Put your other hand behind your back.
What was the address again?
Your other hand behind your back. Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting.
Put your hand behind your back. Your other hand. Yep, put it behind your back. Don't move. This is gonna do.
Oh shit! Yeah, I knew that. I knew something like that was gonna happen. His body.
Stop resisting. Stop. Stop.
According to a community briefing, the officer attempted to handcuff Israel but secured only one wrist before a struggle began. At this time, the officer pressed the emergency button on his radio, signaling for immediate backup. During the altercation, Israel allegedly used this 2.5-foot metal pole and attempted to
Yeah, that's why that shit was highlighted, bro. Because that's like the first thing I noticed was the pole.
grab the officer's firearm.
Stop.
Don't make me kill you.
Give me another squad here now. Sir.
Right in the face.
Stop.
Right in the face.
You will be shot.
Right,
Stop.
Right in the face. Please, right in the face.
Stop.
Okay.
Drop the pole.
Right in the face.
Drop the pole.
Please, right in the face.
Drop the pole.
Bro, just shoot him, bro. I mean, don't shoot him. Just tase him, bro. Just tase him. He's not listening, bro. Just tase him.
Right in the face. Come on. Right in the face.
Drop the pole.
Right in the face.
Drop.
Do it in the Come on, right in
Sir.
the face. Please, right in the face. Right
Drop
in
the pole.
Right in the face. Right in the face. Come on.
Now I'm gonna have to shoot
Right in
you.
the face. Come on. Do it, please. Come on, you don't know what I see. Do it.
Sir,
Do it!
drop the
Do it! You know what I see! Do it!
But I seen
Sir,
what?
Right in the fucking face,
Drop
man!
the ball.
Right in the face! Come on! Come on!
Drop the
Come
ball.
on! Right in the face, man! Please!
Drop
Right in the face!
on the ground now.
Right in the face! Come on!
On the ground.
Make it quick!
On the ground.
Please make it quick. Okay, don't tase me.
Yeah, bro. Finally, bro. It took this man a minute to like deploy his freaking taser, bro.
Drop it. Drop it. Now.
Right in the face.
Drop
Is he
it.
still
Right in
standing?
the face.
Drop it.
Right in the face.
Drop it.
Right in the face. Come on.
Drop it.
You gotta do it, man. Right in the
Drop
Right in the face.
the weight now.
Right in the face.
Drop the weight.
Right in the face.
Drop the weight.
Right in the face.
Drop the weight.
Responding officers attempted a rear entry to the building, but ultimately had to kick down the door to assist.
Subject is at gunpoint.
Right in
You're
the
in the
face.
squad.
Right in the face. Come on. Don't take me, man.
Finally, backup shows
Don't
up.
take me, man.
Drop the weight. He said, do it.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Get me! Get me! Get me! Full strap.
Oh shit! Damn! They're grabbing this man's feet, everything.
I got it. Someone get medical now. Call for medical.
According to a community briefing, despite being tased, Israel threw the brake rotor at the officer, prompting the officer to fire his handgun. This photo shows the damage caused by the rotor, which was allegedly just inches from hitting the officer. Israel allegedly continued to resist other officers, but was eventually taken into custody. Emergency medical services were immediately sent for Israel, and he survived the injuries. The 24-year-old officer was treated and released after minor injuries. The officer had 4 years of service at the time. A medical examiner was called to assess the 75-year-old woman, who had no signs of trauma. It was later determined she died from lung cancer, though the exact time of death remains unclear. An investigation was opened to determine if the use of force was justified after the officer-involved shooting incident.
Bro, it was just bro. The officer did his job perfectly. The only thing I have is that he should have tased him earlier, bro, because he already had the weapon. Like, at that point, you have to tase him. Like, there's no, like, making an agreement with, like, a person like that, because he was obviously out of his mind. He was literally telling the officer to shoot him in the face. This officer did an amazing job. Amazing job. Amazing.
Incident took place. During this investigation, the officer was placed on administrative leave. On
What?
December 5th, 2022, roughly 3 weeks after the shooting, the Milwaukee County District Attorney found the use of force was justified. The officer will face no charges regarding this incident. For this incident, Israel was charged with 1 count of battery of a law enforcement officer, 1 count of resisting an officer, and 2 counts of bail jumping, which was linked to a $2,500 signature bond for prior disorderly conduct charges, according to news sources. In February 2023, the court determined he was incompetent to make decisions related to his case and assist with his defense. However, the court deemed he was a likely candidate to regain competency in his case. He was forced to participate in 62 days of competency restoration treatment, credited as jail time if sentenced. In May 2023, he remained incompetent, leading to extended treatment. By late July 2023, the court declared him competent and set a $5,000 cash bond. In August 2023, he pled not guilty and posted the $5,000 cash bond in September after 10 months in custody. Though the case was prepared for trial, in February 2024, 15 months after the incident, the state dismissed all charges and refunded his bail. However, in March 2024, he was recharged for the same incident with 1 count of attempting to disarm a peace officer, 1 count of resisting or obstructing an officer, and 1 count of bail jumping. A $5,000 signature bond was set in April 2024, and in June, he pled not guilty once again. At the time of posting this video, the case remains pending. Additionally, Israel currently faces separate, unrelated charges for stalking and violating a restraining order in relation to domestic abuse, along with felony bail jumping.
Now, when police receive calls for a check on their well-being, it's often a very delicate situation. And though we do use compassion, we also have to respond with caution, because as usual, police enter these situations knowing very little. And I've responded to many welfare check calls, and most times the person was either asleep or not home. But on that rare occasion, unfortunately, the end result wasn't always a happy ending. So today we're in Milwaukee and we have a concerned neighbor calling 911 so police can do a welfare check to check on a 75-year-old woman who lives with a 31-year-old man who isn't a family member. Now, this is an immediate cause for concern for me because when you have a random person living with someone who isn't related to them, it could be just me, but this is extremely suspect because many people like to take advantage of the elderly.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. We're trying to get that what's that thing called? Like the health insurance check, like the check you get when like someone dies and stuff. Like you were trying to collect that insurance, bro.
We do see it a lot. And then we learned that the male living with this woman has an extensive criminal history, which is never good. So my question is,
yeah, exactly. How did he end up living with her? What?
This male even end up living here? But the male actually opened the door for the officer, and everything appeared okay for the moment, until the male picked up the 20-pound brake rotor and then placed it in front of the door, blocking the exit of the apartment. And his explanation was because the door swings open. And just as a side note, in the academy, officers are usually trained to never allow your exit to be obstructed because you may have to make a quick exit. But at this point, as I'm watching this, the hairs on the back of my neck started to stand up because the male first states that Dorothy is on the bed. But once the light came on, the male states that Dorothy...
And he says, yeah, then he says, oh, she's over in her room. Oh, no, she's in the couch. And then he says, oh, she's dead. Like, that's so creepy, bro.
Was right next to the officer the entire time. But here's the thing, Dorothy isn't alive anymore. And the male apparently knew that during this entire interaction, because that's exactly what he whispered to this officer. Now, if you guys are paying attention, this guy gives away multiple signs that he wasn't going to go quiet. Now, the first one is he didn't turn all the way around when the officer gave him an order.
Yeah,
and the second, he keeps watching the officer. And the last, he actually pulls away when the officer initially tries to cuff him. And these are all warning signs, and I cannot stress how dangerous this is because the officer is in this apartment with the door closed with a mentally unstable male. And that quick, as the officer tries to cuff him, the officer's in a fight because all we hear is the officer yelling to stop resisting because the body cam is falling off, and this interaction just got more disturbing as it progressed. Now, this officer had to yell to stop to this male over 11 times and drop the weight numerous times, and then still had to fire his weapon. But thankfully, this officer was not hurt, and his backup showed up right on time. However, this male is extremely dangerous, and although the deceased had no trauma, in my opinion, he should not have been living there. But lastly, this is just another example of how a simple check on a well-being call can turn into a fight for survival. But this officer did great, and he didn't receive any charges for his actions. So it's definitely a win in my book. That's all I have, guys. Remember to be safe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Damn. Good. Bro, that's crazy, bro. That's actually crazy. What y'all think about this, bro? My thing is, how is he living with her? What the relationship were, because they obviously weren't family, and how did he even how did he even get to live with her? Like, that's weird. He's has all these charges and shit, and I think it said his shit got dismissed. Like, who is this lawyer? Who is this man's lawyer to miss those charges, and then he got them charges again? Like, what? All right, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.